Welcome back. This is another live stream edition, episode 70. Woo-hoo. Let's go, y'all. Episode 70.
It's here, chat.
This is Bros Talk MMA. I'm your host, UTICA, undeniably the illest cat around, aka Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. Here with my bro host extraordinaires.
I'm guaranteed Mr. Never Miss, Mr. Paper Chaser, Mr. Moneymaker.
Happy to be here, baby. Oh yeah, we locked in today. I can feel it. It's gonna be a good episode today. And let's see here to my left.
Y'all know who it is. This is RayBuck, this motherfucking Chuck Jordan. It is the Black Nostradamus. It is Black Jesus. It is Mr. Handle Business. Hand me my dog, give me my crown. But I do have to tip my crown for a slight moment.
Tipping down.
To the winner of last week's card. Mr. Only Miss One.
Only one, man. 11-1. That's the new moniker until, otherwise instructed, 11. AKA Mr. 11-1 until we do it again. We're gonna go perfect this year. I feel like I'm gonna hit a perfect card this year at some point.
If you're not following this fans' picks on DraftKings, you do not like money. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, I'm just doing my part, topping the boards. Shouts out to the UFC predictions tracker. Changed the pick for me that I had submitted wrong, so shouts out to you for that. And yeah, we here. But enough about last week, y'all. Enough about last week. Let's tap in to this week. We have a banger that at first I wasn't too high on, but then now that we're here, I'm fucking super excited about this card. We got Dricus Du Plessis going up against Khamzat Chimaev. Fun fact I learned today, shout outs MMA Fighting. Khamzat Chimaev debuted before Dricus Du Plessis in the UFC.
No kidding.
Yeah. And not only has Dricus Du Plessis already gotten the title and defended it like 3 times, Khamzat, this is going to be his first time even vying for it when people were like, yo, this dude, he's going to be in the title picture before we know it. So, just a fun fact. Once again, shout out to MMA Fighting. But like I said, we're here to cover this weekend's card. It's gone through some ups and downs. It was at one point a 15-fight card. Now it's a fucking 12-fight card. We had some fights fall out and get canceled, but we're here. It's still solid. I'm still excited. So without further ado, we're going to get into this first fight. We got Idris going up against Joseph Morales in a flyweight championship ultimate fighter bout. We got Idris coming in, making their debut, of course, at a perfect 10-0 overall. We got Morales coming in 1-2 in the UFC, 12-12 overall, and are 3-2 in their last 5 fights. Extra note, this is their second stint in the UFC. My pick's gonna be with Idris though, by either decision or KO. Both of these guys are the same size and age. There's no reach info though on Idris. He's well-rounded, but leans into their striking from what I can see on paper. They have grappling and cardio, but given their opponent's skill set, they should definitely look to just keep this fight at distance, keep it clean, get a win, get your first official UFC win. They could have good grappling, but I would just avoid that if it's possible. Morales is coming in. They are the same size and age. Like I said, no reach comparison, although they were at like a 68-inch reach, I believe. Grappler primarily. So, with what I see on paper, they need to get this fight to the ground, looking to control and just wear on Idris. Find a finish if possible, but, if anything, ride them out to a decision victory. And they should just avoid the standing because it would appear that Idris has the advantage there. I'm going with Idris. Who we got, guys?
No, go ahead there, Darren. We're going to make you fucking part of our Oreo right now.
Oh, jeez. I believe I went with Morales. He has a heavy task up on his hands, but I feel like he could get this to the ground. He's a tough fighter. He has a good takedown rate, and I honestly think he's going to be the dog-ear fighter of these two. Idris has a lot of showcase skills. He's really polished, but I think underdog Morales is probably one of the bigger underdogs here. I think he's going to get this done.
That's unfortunate for you because we know that Idris is going to make shit fucking happen. Idris does have the better striking. Idris is not necessarily a great grappler, but he can defend the takedown. And I think he will defend the takedown. I think this is not going to be our funnest fight, our happiest fight, or you know what I mean, the most exciting fight. I think it's going to go to a decision. It is what it is. But I do believe Idris will win at the end of the day. That being said, feel free to pick the next fight there, bro.
For sure. All right, folks. Moving on to the next bout. We have a women's flyweight bout. UFC seasoned fighters here. No tournaments or anything going on. We got Silva going up against Barbosa. We got Silva coming in. They are 4-1 in the UFC, 18-5 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. We got Barbosa coming in 2-1 in the UFC, 8-3 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. My pick is actually going to be with Barbosa in this one. They're going to be older by a couple years, and also I just want to call this Barbosa by decision only. They're going to be older by 2 years, taller of the two. A well-rounded grappler with evolving hands, in my opinion. Good cardio. Possibly may have the speed advantage in this one, I believe. They should only go to the ground if they happen to find an advantage, though, because I feel like that's Silva's skill set, is mostly on the ground. Like, don't get me wrong, she's a, sizable, imposing type of opponent, but carrying all that, she does tend to gas out. But anyways, unless they find the advantage there, they should just, use defensive grappling, keep it on the feet and at distance, and just draw Silva out to a decision. Similar to how Araujo got it done against Silva. Silva's going to be the younger and shorter of the two, a slight reach advantage, a grappler primarily, but she likes that KO. She's definitely fell in love with that, so she does look to headhunt a little bit. She may have the edge and the strength, I would assume, but like I said, she can gas out if she's not able to lead the dance. She's just basically going to need to overwhelm Barbosa and find a finish early on, in my opinion. If this goes to the cards, I can see it going in favor of Barbosa. I got Barbosa. Who we going with, gents?
I got Silva. I just like the way this girl fights. She's a bully, you know what I mean? She's big and she knows powerful and she knows how to use it. And I feel like she's gonna go in there and make this a dog fight, try to bully her and get her to the ground. Because I feel like for Silva, her best chance to win is on the ground via sub or ground and pound.
For sure.
I'll take the Silva. What do you think, Ray?
I think Time is Money is hilarious because he says, "You guys looking like Cypress Hill."
That is not a fucking bad little,
wild, bro.
That's pretty ill right there. I can't even be mad at that one.
Thank you.
With that said, shouts out Fight Bloodline in the chat. Malik Tiff in the chat. Shout out to my guy Cash Cole. Be ready 303.
What's up, Fight Bloodline?
Time is money. Shouts out to all y'all. Appreciate y'all watching the show. Shouts out to everybody tuning in. Make sure that you like this stream. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And also, we haven't been plugging this lately. For those of you who've been asking about donations, check out our description. You'll find the Buy Me a Coffee link. And that is how you'll be able to donate to us in the meantime until we get our subscriber count up and our watch hours up to be able to start accepting super chats, memberships, things of that nature. But for the time being, you can donate to this channel to help us, get our fucking shit up. With Buy Me a Coffee, link in the description. Let's go. Who you got, bro?
Oh. You forgot who's fighting.
No, I kind of did for a second. Like, give me a second.
Silva
and Barbosa, but I'm going Silva over Barbosa because, sometimes I forget, motherfucker, okay? I'm not sure how much weed you smoked when you were little, but I smoked a lot. That being said, I don't smoke anymore, but Korean Silva is a better fighter. Korean Silva has the better hand. She has more volume. I think their grappling is pretty, on par with each other. With that being said, do I think this is going to go to a decision? More than likely. If I was going to get wild with it, I would say Silva might sub Barbosa.
Ooh, shit, okay.
Good call.
But,
Okay.
you know what I mean? That would be some wild shit to see. That being said, hand it over to Ken.
All right, y'all.
Sir.
Moving on to the next bout, we have a lightweight bout and the return of one of these lightweights, Edson Barbosa, coming back to the division after a little stint at featherweight, going up against Dricus Close. We got Barbosa coming in 18-12 in the UFC, 24-12 overall, and 2-3 in their last 5 bouts. We got Close coming in 9-3 in the UFC, 15-3 with 1 draw overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. My pick, even though it said on the predictions tracker that I was going with Dricus Close, scratch that. I'm going with Edson Barbosa. They're going to be the older of the two by a couple years, bigger of the two, a dangerous striker with a nasty kick arsenal. So they should have the edge in that department. Moving up though in weight, it's been a while since they've been at this weight, but at one point when they were here, they were a top 5, competitor. So I'm sure that it's more so of a thing that at this point in their career, they're just not trying to cut weight like that. And so they should carry a lot more power. They went 4-4 as a featherweight, just a note, if that means anything to y'all. So hopefully putting back on this size, makes them more powerful. They need to keep close on their back foot and, against the cage. They need to measure their output and energy, not chase any finishes. They got a muscly build, so they need to avoid grappling in this match. You got Close coming in. They are younger and smaller, the two. Well-rounded, despite having no subs on their record. They do have wrestling. They do have grappling. I would say maybe even the advantage in this bout. And I would say even that they may want to look to mix it up to limit that attack from Barbosa. They got good cardio. And like I said, they just need to get in close, lean them up against the cage, possibly get them to the ground, control them, and just ride them to a decision. They should avoid any long-standing exchanges or getting out in open space with Barbosa though, because them kicks fucking literally can come from anywhere. They're fast, even at 39. Barbosa looks like a fucking, a statue. So, salute to him. And I'm going with Barbosa. Who we got, guys?
I'm taking Edson Barbosa. Dricus Close, he's a big, muscular, striking type of wrestler. I think he's kind of changed, to be honest with you. And though he hits hard, he makes mistakes with trying to finish his fights. He gets a little excited, and that's a little IQ move for me. I feel like Edson Barbosa has the better range management. He's a better counter striker as opposed to Close. Close is going to be moving forward, probably taking the presence of the middle of the stage majority of the time, while Edson Barbosa ducks in and ducks out, using his legs to hit him with the range. And I think Edson Barbosa is probably going to stay off the ground for this one. So I'm taking Edson Barbosa as well.
Okay.
I think your entire breakdown was solid as fuck, Darren.
Thank you.
Like,
I
really
like this
Yeah.
bro unity right here. I was gonna say brunity, but that just didn't make sense. So, bro unity, I like that.
Brunity.
Shouts out. Hashtag brunity. Shout out T Swizz in the motherfucking chat. Let's go.
Okay.
My bad.
I feel like you made that awkward. But like, whatever. Anyways,
No.
that being said, Fight Bloodline, you have a 4-pick parlay out there with Loopy, Page, Chimaev, and Murphy. I do not agree with it. I do like the whole $5 to $42 payout. That shit is solid. I would like to ask, is that cash or is that you, Gabe? Or is it both of you?
No, it's just cash.
Just cash. Cash is doing that?
Yeah, Gabe's at the crib.
Gabe's at the crib? Okay.
Shout out to Gabe.
Shouts out to Gabe, bro. Like, just me. It's just me. Hey, bro. That's a wild parlay. You know what I mean? And if you hit that parlay, I'm going to make you the parlay prince. I'll crown you. I'll crown you the parlay prince. Time is money. I'm walking in Sakura, KO, Pratis, MVP to...
MVP, Michael Venom Page is not KOing Cannonier. I'm sorry to tell you,
That's
bro.
wild.
Not happening.
We'll get to that one. Let's hold our opinions, Joe. Who do you got in Barbosa versus Close?
Give me a second, my boy. We don't gotta jump in it.
We gotta get through this card, Ray.
We are going to get through it. I want to tell Bloodline just for a second, bro. I do not agree with Buck and Loopy, and I don't agree with Page. Those are my two I don't agree with.
I took Lupe.
Well, okay.
I agree with Lupe.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what you see in that fella, Andrade fella.
Andrade fella?
You're wilding for that, but hey, salute. I like this. I see these parlays coming in the chat. We will get to our parlays later on this episode, so hold those thoughts.
Yeah.
Until then, bro, who we going with?
Okay,
Barbosa or Close?
so what's happening is Cam don't want me to fucking comment on parlay, because I am the parlay fucking god. I know what the fuck I'm doing.
We do it at the end, though.
Baby. But I get it. I get it, my dog. It's fine. You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do, I guess, is I'm gonna like talk about these fucking fights as they come through, and we're gonna talk about Barbosa. Barbosa. I was getting to it. I was getting to it.
I was just reading your mind, baby.
Is going to make Jakar Close, not close at all, but a fucking fart in the wind.
You make him close his eyes.
Close his eyes, take a nap, go to sleep. Have a little time on the mat. Not the kind of time on the mat he wants, but the kind of time on the mat where all of his motherfucking surface area is on the mat.
Surface area. I like that.
Barbosa for the win.
I like that. Surface area. That was fire. Oh shit. All right, y'all. Staying in the lightweight division. We got a bout between Alexander Hernandez going up against Chase Hooper. We got Hernandez coming in 8-7 in the UFC, 16-8 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5. We got Hooper coming in. They are 8-3 in the UFC, 16-3 with 1 draw overall, and are currently riding a 5-fight win streak. My pick's going to be with Hooper in this one by either sub or decision. They're going to be the younger and bigger of the two. A grappler with evolving hands, but they'll definitely have the clear edge on the ground here in this one. Needs to secure solid takedowns, though. That is one thing they need to do. They can't just dive for a takedown. They need to make sure that when they're going with Hernandez, he needs to not play around. This is not his last opponents. This isn't Jim Miller. This isn't Clay Guida. This isn't, Borishev, who doesn't grapple. Like literally, this is Alexander Hernandez, who is, just more of a bull in there. So he's not just gonna, fall to the ground. Don't get me wrong, Hooper is very advanced at the grappling, but Alexander, I think, is a different animal to what he's been facing here lately, especially on this streak, because prior to this streak, he was starting to get his ass whooped. So just want to put that out there. So he needs to secure them solid takedowns, get the fight to the ground, and control Hernandez for 3 rounds, or go for the finish if it presents itself. They just need to avoid, like I said, wasting any unnecessary energy on takedowns or getting caught in long-standing exchanges with Hernandez. Hernandez is going to be the older of the two by 7 years and a striker primarily. So he should have the edge in that department, especially with the power advantage as well. He needs to keep this fight at distance and just point fight to victory. Alex Hernandez is kind of in this position where he just needs to get wins. That's really, if he wants to stay with the promotion, he needs to just get a win. He doesn't need to make it fancy, just get you a win. Gas tank can be questionable, which is why I feel like he needs to avoid grappling at all costs. He needs to stay measured with his output and not chase a finish if one, pops up. And just fight a clean, measured fight And like I said, just avoid being taken down, and he should be good to go. But I'm going with Hooper because I ultimately think that his grappling prowess is just going to overwhelm Hernandez and break him down, get him the finish, or like I said, a dominant 3-round victory.
I'm going with Alexander Hernandez. Chase Hooper does have the advantage on the ground, but Alexander Hernandez does have a questionable gas tank, but he has a solid chin, and he is a dog to fucking walk down. And I don't think Chase Hooper has the power to necessarily TKO him or even put the damage with him that he's going to need to perform to get him to the ground. I feel like Hernandez has a really hard head, and he hits hard as well. And those are two things I feel like aren't necessarily dominant in fights. But in this case with Chase Hooper at this level, I feel like it's going to be the determining factor of why Hernandez takes this fight. What you got, Ray?
I'm going to say T-Swiz. You know what I mean? Shouts out to you. Glad you were in the chat. But Michael Venom Page, lock of the night? Absolutely not that.
You guys need to stop this.
Okay.
He reads everything on the prompter.
Give me a second. I'm gonna get to my shit. Give me a second, boy. Come on,
give
me
us
a
a
second,
goddamn pick, Ray. For the love
Pico Murphy is a very difficult fight to decide.
Pico Murphy.
Also,
Talk about them when they come up.
Also, fight bloodline. Rayman.
For the love of Lowell, man. We just pick a damn pick.
It's like Rayman. I'm gonna start saying that shit from now on.
Bruh, we've been saying it for like the past 2 episodes. Where the fuck have you been?
Where you been?
The fuck? Hey, fight bloodline, bro. Where the fuck has this nigga been?
Rayman was already a thing.
We've been doing it for a couple episodes.
Well, maybe
The House of Ray, remember
You
that?
didn't remember the Church of Ray?
I forgot about that.
Damn, bruh. Chat, bruh.
Yeah.
Chat, bruh. Call this nigga out, bruh.
Yeah.
He's fake. He's fake repping for the chat. He don't even pay attention to you niggas.
That leads to our next topic. Don't do drugs, guys. Drugs and alcohol are just terrible.
Hold up, bro. I don't do drugs, my nigga.
I do drugs. Let's get that correct. I do the drugs here. Alcohol, that's his bad.
I'll just drink, my nigga. Calm it down. Anyway, that being said, we do need to stay away from women's fights as far as putting them into parlays because it's a tough one.
Fuck, I've been killing it on those fights.
And yeah, hey,
Hopefully weekend solid.
Bloodline, fuck with you. Anyway, that being said, we're going to get to the next fucking fight that I'm dealing with. It's Alex Hernandez. Alex Hernandez is going to beat the shit out of Chase Hooper because Chase Hooper's a bitch. There we go.
Thank you. You know what? If you're gonna draw shit out and expedite the pick, then we're good money. That was basically your breakdown.
Rayman.
Nothing about the fight, but except for Chase Hooper's a bitch. Hey, that's all you need. I'm telling you.
What do you want?
And the nigga leads the channel with this kind of logic.
Rayman, bro.
He's beating my ass in picks overall with this kind of fucking logic, y'all. So tap in with RayBuck. As crazy as that sounds for me to say, tap in with RayBuck. He's doing his thing, y'all.
Real talk.
But we do need to move on with this fucking card. All right, y'all. We're moving down to the women's strawweight division. We got Jessica Andrade going up against Godinez. I'm fucking crying, bruh. We got Andrade coming in. They are 17-2 17 and 12 in the UFC. 26-14 overall and 2-3 in their last 5 bouts. Godinez is 8-5 in the UFC, 13-5 overall and 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. I'm gonna be going with Andrade in this one by either decision or KO. Andrade is gonna be the older of the two by a couple years. Slightly smaller, but a powerful striker with sneaky submissions that, I'm not saying that she just busts them out, but they happen. They just happen. If you're not careful, but she's moving down in weight, which that's nothing new. She flip-flops between strawweight and flyweight all the time. Definitely is more powerful and deadlier at the strawweight weight though, because you know she's actually the one knocking chicks out at that weight class. Dangerous stand-up, but kind of limited outside of power striking, you know, unless, like I said, someone puts themselves in a position that she can just kind of wrap them up, a la her matchup against Amanda Lemos. I believe she fucking caught her in a standing ninja choke and fucking just, you know, fucked her whole night up. So, yeah, she just needs to keep this on the feet, batter Godinez, because Godinez is a dog, measure her output, and don't chase a KO. The finish, she just needs to avoid being taken down at all costs. That's where Godinez can, you know, turn the tables in this one. Godinez is going to be slightly younger, slightly bigger, well-rounded, but she just stands mostly. Hard to put a finger though on how she's going to approach the fight. Like, Godinez has low fight IQ sometimes, and then comes out and just fucking, you know, dogs people. So I don't know, but she has grappling. I don't know if she's going to use it, but she should in this fight. She's a durable dog fighter that can take punishment, but why not take the path of least resistance? I'm not sure. So she shouldn't get in any long-standing exchanges with Andrade, but she probably will at one point, and then possibly might go to the grappling when it's too late. I'm going to go with Andrade in this one. I think she could knock out Godinez potentially.
I'd say Lupe Godinez. I mean, Andrade vowed to make this fight a knockout. I respect the young fella's gumption, but I don't think he's got the power to put out Lupe Godinez. I felt like Andrade is a phone booth fighter, meaning if you're phone booth fighting, you're fighting her fight. But if you're in and out, popping her, you know what I mean, keeping away from them 2-inch legs that she has, I feel like Godinez has the better grappling, the better striking, and I feel like she probably have even chins, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think Lupe is a dog fighter, like you said. Like she's in this, and Andrade, you know, ever since he was selling meat on OnlyFans, it just hasn't been the same. But yeah, I got Lupe Godinez for my pick.
Hey, I like that meat. I did not subscribe, but I should have. I think I fucking. Andrade's not a man, my God. What the fuck is we talking about, man? Lupe Godinez is gonna throw loopy shots. Like, we don't, it's bad. You know what I mean? She's not, she's been in the UFC for a long time, so I don't want to say she's not seasoned. She's just not technical. Jessica Andrade is a fucking dog, and maybe she's androgynous, right?
Yeah, it's technical.
I heard that. Hey, I hear you. That's a bark.
She's whipping ass, bro. Like, she's going to punch you in the face like a dude.
Absolutely.
I've
been sitting this shit the whole episode.
Shit, we're gonna get fucking canceled, bro. Anyway,
just why we gotta get through it.
Yeah, just gonna drive for the win, boy. Like, don't let me talk too much more about this. Just gonna draw for the win.
Thank you,
Ray.
All right, y'all. I'm crying. First off, real quick, Muhammad, the fight is tomorrow, 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So, you know, we got that. So make sure you tune in wherever you are, depending on your time zone. And then Chinese Monkey Osama. No, we're not going to show you the fight. And
we can't. Yeah, my brother, they cancel us.
That's a hell of a lot of times to ask us. Feel free to keep going if you'd like. I don't care. But yeah, we can't show you the fight. But you can tune in to our live stream watch along tomorrow.
You can watch him watch the fight.
Yeah, you can watch me watch the fight and react and you know, rack up hella W's and money in the process. So tune in tomorrow. We will be going live to watch the fights. Moving on to the men's middleweight division, we have Gerald Meerschaert going up against Oleksiejczuk. Yeah, you're right, Mikal. Meerschaert is 12-11 in the UFC, 37-19 overall, and are 2-3 in their last 5 bouts. We got Oleksiejczuk coming in 8-7 with 1 no contest in the UFC, 20-9 with that 1 no contest overall, and are 2-3 in their last 5 bouts. I'm gonna be going with Meerschaert in this one by either submission or decision.
Great pick.
Thank you, thank you. This is definitely one of my underdog upsets of the evening for sure. I've already had a few, you know, with Andrade. I want to say Barbosa, you know, things like that. But definitely Gerald Meerschaert is going to be one of the higher ones on that list. They're older by 7 years, bigger of the two. A grappler with okay hands. Nothing threatening, but they don't mind throwing hands. I'm not saying
he's a decent hitter. It's just not polished striking. But it hurts to get hit by him.
He's actually, I think his striking gets better when him and his opponent get tired. He starts landing more shots that way. But he's going to have a clear advantage on the ground. That's fucking facts. So he just needs to close the distance, press Oleksiejczuk up against the cage, lean on him, get him to the ground eventually. He's a dog fighter. I mean, he's been chinned, but and he can fade, but he still keeps going. You have to either put him away or, you know, dominate him. So really in this fight, being that his opponent doesn't really have a grappling threat, he needs to just avoid any long-standing exchanges with them and just get him to the ground and control him. Oleksiejczuk is going to be the younger and smaller of the two. A dangerous fighter, but a dangerous striker, but he just doesn't have any grappling. He's been, you know, shown that he lacks in that area. So he needs to keep this fight at distance and on the feet. He probably will have the cardio advantage in this one unless he finds himself chasing a finish or something like that, or getting taken down and then just, you know, fucking carrying Meerschaert's weight the entire fight. So he needs to get this done fast. Really just like flash KO is his best bet to win in my opinion. So I'll be going with Meerschaert in this one. Who we got, guys?
I took Meerschaert as well. He is a fucking dog. I love the way this dude fights. I mean, he's not polished striking, but it still hurts when he hits you, like I said. He wants this to the ground. And if he does get this to the ground, he is a sub-machine. Oh, yeah. He has a lot of dangerous ways of finishing this on the ground, and that is not somebody you want to spend a whole lot of time with. If Eric Nolan is going to try to finish this, he's going to have to play the long game.
You mean Oleksiejczuk?
I'm sorry, Oleksiejczuk. He's going to have to play the long game of wearing him down, and hopefully in the third round being able to get a flash KO, because Meerschaert does have a tendency to wear as the rounds go on, but I'm taking this. I think this is going to the ground. I'm taking Meerschaert.
And he's fucking right.
Let's go.
Because goddamn, Gerald Meerschaert is going to make this fucking happen. He's an old man, just like our dude, fucking Jim Miller. Fucking Jim. He's about to Jim Miller this motherfucking Oleksiejczuk, Michelle, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. It's going to be Meerschaert for the win. Meerschaert's a dog. Meerschaert's going to just fucking punish him. He's got all the volume in the world. He's got all the cardio in the world. Yes, he's old. Yes, his chin is suspect for sure. But
I don't think so. I think he has a good chin actually. I've seen him take in the third round. What's up? We're back to gay jokes.
No diddy. No. But anyway, Gerald Meerschaert's gonna win. My dog. And that is what it is, and that's the bottom line, because I fucking said so.
Excellent.
Awesome, folks. Just real quick note, yes, fights start tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, and then I guess that would be 2 p.m. Western Pacific Time. No, just on the West. Anyways, moving on to another middleweight match. Another middleweight matchup, which got boosted up to the main event prelim of the night. So this will be the featured prelim of the night. It's actually 2 newbies. We got a guy coming in on 4 days' notice after winning his matchup in the Dana White Contender Series. We got Baysengur Susakayv going up against Eric Nolan, who is stepping in on short notice. Just currently became the champion over in another federation that I can't name right now. So he's stepping in on short notice. Both these guys doing the company a favor, but really the UFC is trying to strap a rocket to this guy because Susakayv, because he's basically, you know, Khamzat Chimaev's protege. So with all that being said, we got Susakayv coming in. Oh snap! You know what? Now that I think about it, I didn't do any notes on this fight because it was so goddamn short notice that I was like, I don't have nothing to say except for I'm gonna channel my inner RayBuck right now.
Oh,
Eric Nolan looks like a bitch to me, so I'm gonna go with Susakayv.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure, you know, like he's gonna go in there and do, you know, Russian fucking Khamzat Chimaev Chechen type shit, you know, and Nolan's there to have it happen to him.
could I help you out for a second?
What's up?
All right. Sorry, we're gonna change it a little bit, right?
Go ahead.
This motherfucker is from a stand, and his last name ends in a V. He's gonna win. Fuck Eric Nolan. Go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, I think Eric Nolan's a bitch. He's gonna go in there and do bitch shit.
There it is.
Hey, and even when it comes down to the third round, he's probably gonna bitch out. So.
Oh shit! I am crying. I just want to make a note though.
That was my inner Ray.
He is from Russia, but his country does not in a stand. He's from Chechnya, along with your boy Khamzat Chimaev. So just want to put that out there. Sounds like Chechnya though is like the next hub to Dagestan for, you know, fools coming out with talent. Then you got Kazakhstan, all that good shit.
Yeah.
So
Just fuck my whole shit up, bro. Like, bro.
hey, bro, we gotta keep it real on here, man. We we
Same
gotta.
people, different sheep.
No fact checks, bro. No fact checks here. We spit nothing but the facts the first time. Moving on, y'all, to the main card opener. We have Tim Elliott going up against Kai Asakura in a flyweight matchup. Let me get my notes up here real quick.
This one's gonna
because
be a banger.
they scrapped the King Green Diego Ferreira fight. So shouts out to King Green. Hope you know recovery is speedy.
Both legs, already both legs.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Man, I got some wild shit to say, but go
We
ahead.
got Elliott coming in 9-11 in the UFC, 20-13 with one draw overall, and are 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. We got Asakura coming in. They are 0-1 in the UFC, 21-5 overall, and are currently 4-1 or 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. I'm gonna be going with Elliott in this one by either decision or sub. They're gonna be the older of the two by 7 years, smaller, but well-rounded in their skill set, but definitely leans to the grappling, and should have the advantage there, especially given Asakura's last outing with the champ, which, let's put that in the context, it was the champ, but still definitely exposed a lack of grappling in that matchup. He also will have the advantage in just unorthodox striking. Tim Elliott comes out and just does a lot of fidgety ass type movements. You don't necessarily know when he's going to throw or where he's going to throw from. He's super experienced at the UFC level. He's moving down from bantamweight after a successful one-off at that weight class. So really all he needs to do though in this fight is, you know, close the distance, put Asakura up against the cage, get him to the ground, control him to decision, or if he's able to break him, I'm sure a finish can present itself and he'll gladly take advantage of that as well. He just needs to avoid standing with Asakura. He can't stand with him like that. Asakura is going to be the younger and bigger of the two, a power striker with some grappling but nothing threatening at the UFC level as we've seen so far. Hard to tell, you know, where they stand in this weight class, being that they debuted against the champion. So this is going to be a great measuring stick to see if he was just all hype or if he actually, you know, can, you know, provide something to this weight class. you know, like I said, he got exposed by the champ. So it's hard to tell where he fits in this picture. So he just needs to keep this fight at distance, touch Elliott up, or if he's able to rock him, you know, go for the finish, but don't chase it. He needs to get a win. Like he kind of shit the bed with his last outing, so he needs to just come home with a win to just secure his standing just in the UFC, let alone in the division. I'm going with Tim Elliott though. I think he's gonna further expose him. So that's who I'm going with. Who we got?
I'm taking Kai Asakura. There's no fucking way Tim Elliott's gonna come and fucking put any kind of work on Asakura. I personally, Tim Elliott just had a long layoff. Coming back from a long layoff. Asakura has porn star stamina. And that's one of my favorite things about this guy because his ground game isn't bad. His stand-up is high output. And I believe anybody you bring from another organization against Pantoja is gonna fucking lose at this point. He's not giving that belt up to guys in the organization, much less people from lesser organizations. You know what I mean? Pantoja's a problem to deal with, and he's not going to be dealt with an outside organization personally. It's going to take talent at the elite level, and that's only where you're going to get it from the UFC. And personally, I think that Sakura is going to take him to the ground and give him some ground and pound. And if Elliott still has the muscle to get up, he's going to punch the shit out of him, bring him back down to the ground, and make him do it all the fuck again.
Okay.
What do you think you got, Ray?
Okay.
I love your disrespectful fucking pick.
That is a spicy assessment. That is a very spicy assessment.
Asakura is definitely going to do exactly what you just said. He's going to slap Tim Elliott. He's going to fucking hold him on the ground while he slaps him. And like, he's going to be like little brother, like big brother, little brother shit. Like, you know how I used to do you? You know what I mean? But like, same shit. You know what I mean? Where like, just hold him to the ground and just beat the fuck out of him because you can.
Slapping the shit out of him.
Slapping the shit
Front,
out of
back,
him.
and
Yeah,
down.
front, back. Left,
Slap,
right,
slap,
you know what I mean?
slap.
It's one of those things, you know what I mean? It happens.
What's up?
It happens. I'm just saying. Anyway. Kai Asakura, you know what I mean, is gonna win this one. Gonna beat fucking Tim Elliott.
What? Kai who?
Asakura.
Sakura?
Asakura?
Oh,
I don't fucking like
Sour what?
it's not my fucking this isn't my
tasted
fucking
this guy?
dating
You know
language.
Danny?
Yo, Chad.
Oh shit.
Chad. Tell Darren he's fucking trash, bro.
Yo, quick shout outs to Mr. Bubbles, Epic JCS,
Today, Junior?
Abdullah Sabir, Poeton, Mahmood, Carl Newts, Fight Bloodline, Time is Money or Time's Money. You know, I just want to send everybody shouts out. Thank you for tuning in. Shouts out to our 13 viewers. Make sure that you like this episode. It's our 70th episode, y'all. Make sure you like this episode. And also go subscribe to the channel. Go check out my guys, Fight Bloodline, in the chat. And yeah, let's get on to this next matchup, y'all. We got the second matchup on the main card. We got a middleweight matchup between Jared Cannonier going up against Michael Venom Page. We got Cannonier coming in. They are 11-8 in the UFC, 18-8 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5. We got Page coming in. They are 2-1 in the UFC, 23-3 overall, and are 3-2 in their last 5. I'm gonna be going. Okay, I didn't make my pick quite yet. I'm going with Michael Venom Page in this one.
Trash.
They're gonna be the younger and bigger of these two fighters. I went 11-0 last week, or I went 11-1 last week, y'all. Just remember these two goofs fucking telling me who I'm picking is bad, but I went 11-1 last week. So let's just put that in perspective. And I've charted a lot in this month on the motherfucking predictions tracker. So let's just keep that in mind, folks, before you listen to these two fucking guys fucking try and tell me what's what with my picks. So MVP's coming in, younger and bigger of the two. A dangerous, unorthodox striker with the overall advantage, I think, in this fight. He even has some grappling. But mainly, we all know what he likes to do. He dips in and out. He clashes with fighters. So, like, he needs to keep this one at distance and use his style to keep Cannonier guessing. and should avoid any, grappling with him in this instance just because of Cannonier's power. Even though he has some, I just don't think that's the necessary route, and he needs to avoid getting clipped. Cannonier's going to be the older of the two by 3 years, smaller in stature, but a striker with a nice balance of power, which he'll have the edge in that regard, and technique. But I think he's going to want to mix it up if he wants to, if he wants to counteract MVP's game, he's going to have to limit his offense by, getting in close, putting him up against the fence. He has a good gas tank, but I'm just not sure how they get it done. I really think that grappling has to be the way they get it done, but even then, it's like Jared Cannonier, I don't think is somebody we think of as a grappler, but I truly believe if he just tries to go the hands with Page is either just going to touch him up for 3 rounds or end up finding the knockout. So I'm going with MVP in this one.
I'm taking Jared Cannonier. Michael Venom Page is an excellent counter striker. He is. I don't feel like he's been tested. I feel like he's fought some good guys, but he hasn't fought anybody who's going to make this a phone booth fight. And Jared Cannonier, I seen him at the weigh-ins. He's looking really sharp. He's looking like he's in there for a long fight. I feel like he's going to be putting in some high output. And I feel like for what this has to be, it's a better chance of him taking presence of the center of the stage, pushing the pressure, and turning this into a phone booth fight, not allowing Venom Page to duck in and out. He's going to have to move side to side, and I'm hoping that Cannonier just has the gas tank to weather it, because Michael Venom Page does like to stick and move in and out. He's not a guy that likes to get hit. And Jared Cannonier, he's been in some dog fights to where he's taken punishment, and he still withstood what was being thrown at him. So with that being said, I'm taking Jared Cannonier.
Jared Cannonier for the motherfucking win. I'm going to tell you what's going on with Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier is the more seasoned fighter. Jared Cannonier is the more technical fighter. Jared Cannonier,
I think he's the only one in this fight capable of one-punch knockout power.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. And all he's got to do is, duck all these fucking looping random shots by Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page is flash. Michael Venom Page is an exciting fighter to watch.
He likes to keep his hands around his waist when he fights,
yeah, and that's
Stephen
going to get him clipped.
I'm thinking that's going to be his demise.
I think so too, and I don't like it. I like Jared Cannonier for a very solid win, for a very not an easy win, but he's going to pick his shots. I wish Cannonier was more of a volume striker, but he's not.
No.
Yes.
But
He had a good output of volume against Gregory RoboCop in his last outing. I think he set some type of record either for himself or something, but he actually did show out in terms of volume in his last outing. Just want to say that.
I don't believe that's going to be the case here, because we're talking about somebody who's throwing a lot of unorthodox shots.
I see that. I see what you mean with that.
So you can't literally just, because again, they're not in a phone booth. Again, we're not talking about two different technical strikers. We're talking about this dude that just throws looping fucking strikes all the time. And I just think Cannonier is going to be the smarter, higher IQ fighter, and he's going to take this dude down. Not take him down, he's going to win this fucking fight. It's going to be a stand-up bout primarily. I think that if MVP was able to maybe hit him with a fucking crazy strike, you know what I mean, that rocks him a little bit, go ahead.
So if he wins, it's going to be by decision.
Well, I'm not even saying win. I'm saying if we come into a situation where Cannonier gets rocked, Cannonier will go back to wrestling. Be like, oh shit, I gotta save my energy. I gotta save my fucking chin, whatever.
I think if he's smart, after he starts putting some, if he gets MVP up against the cage, getting a little bit of work put on him, he should level change, instantly grab them legs and take him to the ground and finish him with some ground and pound.
He should. You know what's so fucking weird though? Is these fucking MMA fighters, they get into a mode of we're standing, so we're standing. And they don't realize they have all these other tools available to them to fucking whip an ass. like whipping ass the best way you can whip an ass. Don't always like fall to what your opponent's doing. So again, that's what I'm saying is going to happen. In my opinion, that's how I can see it happening. But again, Jared Cannonier for the win, as you should know.
Beautiful pick, Ray.
I know.
11-1. Anyway, y'all. Real quick.
One card, dog.
Not one card.
Not one card, like the last card. What about the card before that? Huh?
I won that card too. What are we talking about? Yeah.
You did.
What are we talking about? And the one before that. What are we talking about?
Oh.
What are we talking about?
I don't believe that shit. Like you won 3 cards in a row?
Yeah, so you go check
Better than my cards?
Yes.
You retired actually.
Yeah, so you check stats, you go run that back real quick and get back to all of us while I get into this next bout because we are running a little low on battery power.
Go ahead.
All right, y'all, and just another note to those who are asking, the fights start tomorrow. Here in America, they start 4 p.m. our time, which is Mountain Time, 6 p.m. on the East, and 2 p.m. on the West. So just want y'all to know that. So however that works out, go check your time zones in your iPhone or your smartphone and, sync it up. And that's when the fights are going to start, wherever you're at. But moving on to the featured bout of the main card, we have a welterweight matchup between Jeff Neal going up against Carlos Pratis.
This is going to be a fucking banger.
This is going to be a banger for sure, especially in terms of stand-up fights. We got Neal coming in. They